vizuri kabisa, na when I went there sasa ni get it terminated, daktari akabadilisha. Akasema no, nimeona tu Lucy, it's just good for you just have this baby because mimi sitakusaidia ufanye hii termination, inaweza ikaenda the wrong way. Na akakataa. I went back home discouraged. I felt like no one really wanted me. I felt like no one understood that this is cancer we are talking about. Nikarudi nyumbani, I tried to explain this to my parents kabisa, but they were firm on their decision that tumekuwa tukishindwa. Hata Mungu alisema kuna mtoto atazaliwa ni nani, like, and for real mimi all that time I never knew I was pregnant, completely never knew I was pregnant. But the moment I realized I was pregnant, that movement of the baby kaanza, and later after some time ikabidi tu nikubali. But nilipokubali, I remember very well, I spoke to God, nikaambia tu Mungu, I need an agreement with you God, that if you are the God who said kuna mtoto na atazaliwa, then heal me. I'll obey, I'll keep the pregnancy mpaka nipate mtoto, na wewe Mungu uniponye. You just heal me. And I really could talk, not just praying. It was like talking to God kabisa, na mwambia, this is now kwetu agreement that unaniponya. I keep the baby, unaniponya. If you're the God who spoke to my mother, then we agree that I'll keep the baby na wewe Mungu ushie uniponye. And nikaanza sasa nika accept. I even started going to the clinic because nilikuwa nimekata mpaka kwenda clinic, those clinics, and my faith in God became so strong, and I never doubted God completely. My faith was just unshakable. Nika trust God so much, reading His word, praying, and the old book, the book from Daddy, was always part of me. Ningetoka nikienda pali, I would carry the book, the Bible. Nikawa nikisoma the word sana, hata ni confessing the positive things, na praying the scriptures about healing, about God promises, the way He said, He's the God who gives us strength. I will pray, quote those verses, use them, and actually that really helped me because it erased all the doubt. Na nika feel tu kabisa mimi nimeagree na God, na ananiponya na ananiponya kabisa, because nikipata mtoto so I will not go back for the treatment. So it actually erased all the doubt, and I stopped feeling sick. Like mimi, I completely stopped feeling ati niko na cancer. Hata mpaka nikaanza kusahau like I had that cancer. During that pregnancy period, I actually felt like different, because I was very pregnant. Alafu because of that chemotherapy sikuwa na nywele, nilikuwa nimedarken, and then I used to feel like ugly. Imagine niko pregnant kabisa, nywele sina. I used to feel like completely ugly. Nilikuwa na feel tu kabisa, this is not me. And I'm that girl that nilikuwa napenda mirror sana, looking at myself on the mirror. Nikawata staki kabisa, because I would really see an ugly girl, very ugly girl. Hata ilifika time I will not, nilikuwa nashinda na kofia in the house, in the compound, sikuwa nataka kutoa. So even during that time I took less photos, and I remember my sister ndiye angenipiga kama sijui, but I really didn't want to see myself on the photos ama on the mirror, because nilikuwa na feel like for real I used to look funny. So kumbe sikujua kumbe itakuja that I was losing, by feeling that I was actually losing my self-esteem. Okay, baada ya hapo nikaendelea tu keeping the pregnancy, but I was not me completely. That I was not me. Life trick change nikaona, like, because every day the pregnancy is getting bigger and bigger, and I was feeling more uglier and uglier, and to some extent I didn't like that pregnancy. Was sana ile tisana, I didn't completely, I didn't, sikuifurahia, sikuipenda. Nilikuwa tu ni ile agreement ya mimi na Mungu, I have the baby, uniponye, but sikuwa naipenda. towards the end of December, I felt another lump on the bed of the breast, because breast simetolewa, on the bed of the breast, right above where the surgery was done, the stitches were done, zilikuwa zimepona. Right above, I felt another lump. This lump was actually not painful, but nikarudi kwa daktari and I had to undergo another minor surgery. So nikafanywa surgery, another surgery, nikatolewa that lump. So I had to, nikapata more stitches, tena nikashonwa and those things, those stitches. So my life became a bit, yani nikawa naona ikiwa ngumu, cause I'm pregnant, feeling so ugly. Ndio hii surgery ingine, nikafanywa test, nikaambiwa tu bado the same. But now that I'm still pregnant na time ya kudeliver ijafika, ikabidi tu ningoje. In March 7th, 2015, God blessed me with a baby boy. That is the day that I delivered my son, and I actually named him Emmanuel Imani. Niliamua name Emmanuel Imani because this journey, Emmanuel meaning God with us, because God was actually there for us. Alikuwa na sisi throughout the journey, and Imani because of the great faith that I really had in God. Before delivering, I remember I went for so many ultrasounds mpaka nikaambiwa I should not go for another one, because I used to feel like ninapata mtoto na if chemo and cancer can ilininyoa nywele zote, what about that unborn baby in me? Akwaje? So I went for the first ultrasound, nikaambiwa the baby is very okay, in perfect condition. I remember going for the second one. I remember going for the third one, nikaambiwa I should not go for more than that. So ikabidi tu nitulie sasa, and that's when I gave birth on 7th of March 2015. After all this time, I actually just fell in love with the boy. Nikapenda tu my son. I just loved the boy so much. So much. Hata ungejua ni mimi mwenye nilikuwa nachukia that pregnancy. Actually nikapenda huyo mtoto tu kabisa. Na God was so faithful, because huyo mtoto through just this one breast, Mungu alinisaidia na nikamnyonyesha. I breastfed him na nilikuwa nataka kumnyonyesha like for 2 good years. Nikamnyonyesha akawa mtoto akaendelea vizuri, and because of that time singeweza kurudi kazi, so I just had to stay at home, nile mtoto kwanza agrow. During that time I remember staying at home for quite a long time. Nilika home for almost 2 years, and my life ilikuwa to something else anyway, but I really thank God because ni Mungu tubadilisha maisha. So in this time, after the treatment, mimi after the chemo giving birth, I never went for the treatment. Nikakumbusha God about our agreement, and nika trust in God kabisa that he had healed me. Na for real, kutoka hiyo time I was very okay. But something about after my son turned 1 year, actually it was 1 year and 2 months, another lump grew back on the same place, but on the bed. But right above where nilifanywa the second surgery, kuna lump ingine ili grow above there. And I remember reminding God about our agreement, that God, you promised to heal me and heal me completely. Why do I have to get another lump? And I remember that time nikifanywa surgery on that, the minor surgery on that bed, I cried so much. And I spoke to God. And reminded him, God, please keep your promise. Please keep your promise. And even after that, baada imetolewa na nimepona, mimi I actually didn't go back for the treatment. But even as I speak that this way, I would nina advise anyone who is diagnosed with breast cancer, don't stop your treatment. Mine was a different case actually. Don't stop your treatment. If you can start the treatment immediately, once you're diagnosed with breast cancer or any other cancer, just start your treatment immediately and don't stop on the way. Yangu was just a different case, but me, I would love to advise anyone there who is diagnosed with cancer, just take your treatment serious, go through the treatment, and even as you trust in God, just continue with the treatment na Mungu atakuponya. But you have to be positive, like there's a God. Even as I undergo this treatment, there's a God who heals. Even as I take this treatment, believe that there's God who heals, because ni Mungu utuponya. So you don't just stop the treatment atukae ati Mungu atakuponya. No, just start the treatment, endelea na treatment, and God, believing in God, having that faith in God, confessing that you're healed, that with the stripes on the cross, the cancer is healed, that with the stripes on the cross, God has healed me. But endelea na treatment.